Dear viewers, you are my greatest inspiration. You have supported me all these years. Your kind words of appreciation motivate me to keep making more videos. From scorching hot desert to glacier, from fever to a mug of fuming coffee, temperature is one of the most common measurements in our everyday life. As we delve into the core concept of absolute zero in Chapter 1, let's start with the key topic, temperature limit. Absolute zero is the coldest achievable temperature that a system can theoretically attain in the universe. It represents the lowest possible temperature limit in thermodynamic systems. Energy state. Absolute zero is defined as the temperature at which a cooled ideal gas is in its lowest energy state, that is to say, it's the extreme point at which no more heat can be removed. Entropy. According to the third law of thermodynamics, absolute zero temperature can only be theoretically achieved. At a temperature of absolute zero there is no motion and no heat. And minimum possible entropy. While boiling point and melting point depend on the nature of a material, absolute zero is the same for all substances. Let's now clarify a common misconception. Theoretically, absolute zero isn't the lowest possible enthalpy state. This is because absolute zero is defined for an ideal gas. At very low temperatures, real matter deviates from ideal gas behavior. And there is still potential energy. Absolute temperature is also known as thermodynamic temperature. According to classical physics, motion ceases at absolute zero. However, according to quantum theory, there is still random motion, so-called zero-point motion, even at absolute zero, with regard to Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So, what should be the key idea here? In order to establish a standard calibrated temperature scale, we have to assign numerical values to certain conveniently reproducible fixed atmospheric points. For your convenience, here I have included a couple of charts with the numerical values of a handful of essential temperatures on both absolute and relative scales for regular practical purposes, so we can take a look and compare. So, how is thermodynamics relevant here in the context of the concept of absolute zero? Well, thermodynamics is the branch of classical thermal physics. It's the relationship between heat, work, temperature, and energy. It deals with transfer and transformation of energy. The key concept is heat is a form of energy corresponding to a definite amount of mechanical work. Heat is the energy of random motion, whereas temperature is related to the average random kinetic energy. Work is organized motion. Heat is random motion. As regards the third law of thermodynamics, entropy determines the degree of randomness or disorder in a system. The entropy of a perfect crystal of an element in its most stable form tends to verge on zero as the temperature approaches absolute zero. High-low hot-cold temperature determines the direction of heat flow. The heat energy does not determine the direction of heat flow. Such flow is associated with increase in disorder, the entropy. Please note that the concept of true absolute zero, in fact, violates the third law of thermodynamics. The context of connection between the concept of absolute zero and entropy is the key, as it establishes a reference point for zero entropy of elements and compounds. triple point of pure water is the unique temperature and pressure, where all three phases exist simultaneously in a stable state. It not only serves as a precise invariable standard for calibrating thermometers, but also provides a precise invariable standard for defining temperature scales. Unlike the freezing melting points, which vary with pressure. In 1924, Bose and Einstein predicted a phenomenon where bosonic atoms coalesce into a single quantum mechanical entity and act as a single giant superatom as their quantum wavelengths overlap. Quantum overlap occurs, that is to say, particles slow down so much that their quantum wave functions merge. Particles lose individual identities. Particles condense into one single quantum entity and merge into a macroscopic quantum state, exhibiting phenomena that are normally only seen at microscopic levels. By means of giant superatom, quantum effects like wave-particle duality become visible on a large scale.
Ready lecture notes and study materials are available on request. Please use the comment section below for further academic discussions. Viewers' suggestions and ideas of new video lesson topics are gratefully appreciated. Stay tuned for more uploads. Please remember to like, subscribe, share.